Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Game Day here at Heavy Cardboard. Today we are continuing Oath Chronicles. Today is Game 2, so yeah, welcome everybody watching live around the world as well as after the fact. I am your host, Edward Euler, happy to be joined by familiar bando characters.
Alyssa, Shrey,
Ken.
All right, so Oath, designed by Cole Worley, published by Leader Games. About a month ago, thereabouts, I think. Thereabouts.
something like that.
We played the first playthrough of the game, and Ken did a full teaching of the game, and by request, folks asked if we would go ahead and continue the campaign. So we're not sure how many of these we're going to do. My guess is half a dozen or so, thereabouts. And so, yeah, so today we begin. Now, how this is going to work is we're not going to teach the game because we did that last game. What we are going to do, though, is step-by-step for this playthrough of how to set things up based on where our last game ended. And we'll catch you all up with that. And other than that, I think we get started.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's go to it. All right, so I totally forgot my glasses, so this will be an event. All right, so here we go. Just running through the setup. And everything that we had set up from the previous game is here in the world box. Okay? All right. So place the map in the center, and then deal the chronicled site cards and their attached denizens, edifices, and relic cards to the sites. Start at the cradle, work our way down, provinces, work our way down, hinterlands, work our way down. So that's exactly where we are starting. So that is that.
Got banners.
Okay, so the People's Favor is available to be claimed. That will go there, that will go there.
Here's our oath. Where
actually, you know what? Let's go ahead. So the oath for our game, hold on, don't go any further with that. So the one that actually Ken chose.
I chose it,
right? Is the Oath Keeper of Devotion, holds the darkest secret. So to win as the successor, you have to have the Grand Scepter. The Grand Scepter, as you can see up there, Ken has right there. Point to it. There we go. So, if you want to be a successor, there you go. So, in other words, a citizen. That's how that would go. This can just hang out right there. Okay?
Yep.
All right. So, we set all those out. Let me see. Is there anything? No. Yeah, we start with that.
So, we've got Disgraced Captain and Great Spire.
Okay.
At the Standing Stones.
Okay, so you see that there. It starts with a relic. We have the relic that's already there. Okay.
We have
2 relics.
2 relics and 3 secrets.
All right.
At the Drowned City.
3 secrets. And how many? Oh, and none. So we can move the relics over. There we go. All right, cool. All right. So now moving over to the provinces. All right.
Got a relic. We've got Welcoming Party. And we've got the Wastes.
Okay.
We have the Rocky Coast, but with no sites.
And we don't know what that is. And then moving
Fertile
over to
Valley,
the hinterland.
with no sites. Or with no denizens.
There we go. And legitimately, we do not know what these are. Okay. All right. So those are done. Place the round marker out there. The visions drawn marker out there. Done. The Chronicle goal preference near the map. So the...
That's the Oath Keeper there.
Oh, there you go. Done. Thank you. All right, so the dice and everything, all of this is off there. And in fact, we will throw that right there as a reminder. All right, done. The People's Favor comes out here. You start with the Darkest Secret since you are the Oath Keeper, Chancellor there. A favor goes on to the and a secret token on these respectively. That's done. Place 3 favor tokens into each of the 6 favor banks right here. And in fact, I forgot. We will do this if you'll lay those out for me, Alyssa. If you'll just
just
fan
spread them out so it's easier to
like
see.
so. There you go. Thank you. Okay. Choose a player to be the Chancellor. Ken was Chancellor. Ken won. Ken's the Chancellor. Pretty simple. So, as everything's set up for the Chancellor as is supposed to be on the Chancellor's board, the reliquary, it needs 4 relics off the top of the deck. And now, I was in exile, I stay in exile. So clockwise from the Chancellor, I must stay in exile. Alyssa will have a choice. Shrey must stay in exile because Shrey and I were exiles. However, Alyssa, you have a choice to either be a citizen or an exile.
Right. And so I am actually going to exile myself because I think it is quite difficult to take the Grand Scepter
Why?
because he gets 5 defense dice
Minimum.
and that seems like a challenge. So
those go back to there, and hey, you get your pieces back.
about there.
Yeah, that works. All right, so while Alyssa sets up her board, then everybody's supply marker starts at full supply. The Chancellor has everything set up for on all their stuff, so that's good. The players start with the 3 warbands, 1 secret, and 1 coin. We're good to go there. Oathkeeper goes to the Chancellor. Let's see. Right. Place favor and secret tokens on any sites as shown out here. If there's anything on any of those, which...
Just the John City, which you did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Good. All right. The relics are in the relics. The world deck is the world deck. Now, take 3 from the bottom of the world deck and put them into the discard piles, 1 each. Then, every player gets 3 from the bottom of the deck. The world deck goes back.
No visions.
No visions are drawn, obviously. And now we begin play, but before we do, here's how it works. Starting with the Chancellor, each player in turn order does all the following. Places their pawn on any face-up site. The Chancellor must choose a cradle site, however. Then they choose one of their 3 cards as a face-down advisor. The other 2 get discarded to the place furthest to the right, just like how the base game goes. And there we go. And the game is set up. There we go. Welcome, everybody. All right. So let me see if I'm going to desperately need my glasses or not. Surprisingly, not yet. Go for it.
So I choose a card, but then what do we...
You start.
pawns?
That's what I just said. So you must start in a cradle.
Okay, but I can start it anywhere in the cradle.
Yes, either location. It's just you. The Chancellor must place theirs. Oh, check that on the top cradle site.
Okay, all right. So I don't have a choice there.
You don't.
All right, and
And
then
Ken should have put...
and I get warbands at this site and this site.
That's right.
And do I
Two at the top cradle.
Okay.
And 1...
And then one that
the
has
wastes.
denizen or
Edifice.
edifice. All right, we want to go over what the cards are too out there.
Sure.
Real quick.
Disgrace Captain is a battle plan. If you're attacking, you can you can put a coin on there and burn a coin out of the game to get +4 attack dice if you're targeting a site that has an order card.
Yep.
Very specific but powerful. Okay, and then this is the edifice, right here. The next one, the Great Spire.
The Great
Yes,
Spire is
it's the
the
edifice.
edifice.
Yep.
You can, while searching, you can spend a secret or put a secret on the card to swap any number of denizens you drew with random cards from the dispossessed.
Yep.
Dispossessed is the ones that are out of the game, so
Yeah.
we might want to put that up here to where it's easily accessible.
And then,
Not-
or just to dispossess that.
yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
Or just those. Or yeah, that's fine. Either
And
or.
then at the waist, we have Welcoming Party. If you play a Denizen card that was not a face-down advisor, gain a favor from Hearth
The hearth.
Bank.
All right, cool. There we go. All right. So now you have to choose one to keep and discard your other two.
We do that when we take our turn? Or we all do that now?
We all do that now because you guys have to decide where you are.
Right. Yep. Okay. Let me decide a moment. That's nasty.
So the back of this is the what's it
It's the
called?
ruined,
Ruin side. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
which I think if an Exile wins, there's some way to ruin it if Ken doesn't win this game.
Yeah.
Huh. I just don't know. So do me a favor. Y'all look down for a moment. And here. This is the one that I'm debating about keeping, but you see the limitation that it has. So there's that as an option. There is that, which is pretty nasty. And there's that. I don't know what to do. I'm going to choose the kind of nasty one to keep. And I am going to start.
What does this mean?
It is the hearse.
If you play a hearth, it's right there. Ken, if you would be so kind. The Fertile Valley symbol.
Yeah. So if you play a Hearth card to Fertile Valley, and you have not discarded a card of that suit during your turn,
Then you get a favor.
then you get one favor
from the hearth.
from the Hearth Bank.
Right.
Yep.
I'm going to actually, oh man. Yeah, I'm going to start at the Drowned City, which means these are going to go there. Done. What was the dominant faction from the last game? Does anybody remember it?
I chose Arcane. I had the
Arcane?
choice of Arcane or Beast, and I chose Arcane.
And here, real quick, if you were not the Chancellor, if you weren't the Chancellor, would you be an exile or a citizen, and would you have a choice?
If I weren't the Chancellor, I would be an exile.
Yeah.
And then everybody else who had been in exile would have the opportunity. I think your board's flipped to citizen side. So the winner would be the Chancellor.
I think
And
the
then the
winner.
other-
No, I think
and
the
then the
winner can
other-
offer the other exiles the ability to be citizens.
We'll
but,
check, but I think what
yeah.
it says is like if an exile wins, you flip the boards to the citizen side.
Oh, you flip.
Like the exile boards to the citizen side.
I think just theirs.
only theirs. Yeah, we'll check
we'll
it.
figure
at
it
the
out.
end.
If,
Yeah.
Okay. All
We'll,
right.
we'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully
we
we get
find
to
out.
see that. Yeah.
Nah. I don't think that's.
Hopefully, we find out.
I
That's
kind of
not-
like all three of these. Put them on the end there. On that
Yeah,
discard pile.
Okay.
So you're starting
I'm
here.
starting here. So what is? Oh, that's the. Yeah, I'll start there. Mobility.
All right, so now we begin. Ken, Chancellor, it is, so over under 5.5 Glory to Rome's today. And place
it's
your
gonna be like
bets.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
5.5. All right.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and reveal my advisor. It is Taming Charm. And it says discard a beast or nomad card at your site to gain 2 favor from the matching favor bank.
Okay.
I
So I
could
could
just do that.
yeah, there's not a beast or nomad. That's a discord.
I saw red. So
Yeah. So yeah, we have a bunch of the homeland spots out. The Discord is out, the Hearth is out, and the Arcane is out.
Yeah, and that's random. That just so happened. Yep.
Yeah.
I think the ones that are face up were actually in our last game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The ones that are face down are the new ones.
Oh, fair point. Fair point.
Except I think we had to have one here, so I don't think this one was in our last game.
Oh, right, that has to be face up.
Yeah, and it has the
Yeah.
top one's always face up, so I think that one was
Right.
Yeah. The other ones were in. So so I think I want to end up in Drowned City because of the way Drowned City works. If I'm there, no one can recover the Darkest Secret from me because there aren't any advisors there, and
Correct.
there can't ever be.
Yep.
Right.
So it's just a question of what I want to do before I go there. So I think one thing I want to do is get favor. So I'll go here, spend a secret there, and gain 2 favor from the Arcane Bank. 1, because you always get 1, and 2, because I have Taming Charm here. And then, so
a
that's
supply.
1 supply. Then I will muster by spending
Yep.
a favor there and get 2 of these. I will, as a free action, take one of the 2 guys on Standing Stones with me in my entourage here.
Right. Yep.
I will spend 1 supply to move down to Drowned City. And then I think I'll campaign because that'll give me an extra defense die if I'm controlling the site.
So you're campaigning against the Banditos.
The bandits, that's right.
Okay. So just that one site. There are 3 sites available that have Banditos. Here, here, and here, because there are no other
There aren't any denizens on those other sites?
yet.
Sure. But yeah, I think it makes sense to do what do just that one.
All right. So how many dice do you wish to roll? Because the Banditos will get 1 die.
I know. Yeah, I don't think I want to roll that many. Because I'd rather not, well, all right, I'll just roll 6. I won't think about it too much.
Okay. All
There's
right.
probably some math there about how many rolls
Right.
guarantees
this
you a
is where you roll a
skull.
bunch of
Skulls. That'd be
a
bad.
bunch of skulls. So you get
Yeah.
that. I'll go ahead and take it for the team on this.
that's a 2.
2 defense
Plenty of hits.
Plenty of hits.
and 2 skulls. There you go. So 2 die automatically.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough. That got the
Put that in play.
Okay.
So you don't have to do this, but you're choosing to do that.
Yeah, well, if I didn't do it, I wouldn't control the site, which is the whole point.
Right. Fair.
So, yeah. So now I wish I'd roll fewer dice. Oh, well.
It happens.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
All right, and that way campaign cost you.
I did it already.
Okay. All right.
So I suppose I could search with my extra supply, which is probably not a bad idea. I'll search so 1 by 1.
And there's a
course.
vision. There's the first one.
Horse.
Oh, and it stops after the vision, right?
Yep. Normally be able to draw 3 cards. However, stop at a vision. How many are in the discard? Is it just 1?
Just 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because nobody started here. That's right. This is a intriguing thought. Apparently, Ken.
What's
has,
that?
Or just you have to.
Yeah, they're interesting.
And you can't play any of them to the Drowned City.
Right. Keeping the vision.
Interesting.
Huh.
Okay. And the search cost
What
you
does he not want
1
us to have?
or
Smells
2.
like the conspiracy to me.
The
Search
search
cost me 2, which
so-
means I'm out of stuff.
Okay, so hold on. Just to run through it, go ahead and do your rest phase slowly, if you would.
Sure. So return the favor on cards to the bank, so that one goes to discard.
Okay, done.
Return secrets on cards to my board.
That comes back.
Flip my face down. I didn't have any of those. Refresh my supply based on warbands. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Perfect. And refresh more supply if I had more, but I didn't have extra.
And done.
That's it.
Okay, all right, yours truly's turn. All right, so I'm over there in the Drowned City. First things first, income, I start my turn there. I'll take a secret. Now, I could, in theory, be able to take the Darkest Secret from Ken. However, because there are no advisors there that do not match anything he has, it's safe. I cannot take it, unfortunately. So, alas, there's that. The whole reason I wanted to start there was to get the extra secret. I thought it was a good way to go ahead and start things off. But the problem is I can't do anything really there because I only have one favor, so I can't take any of the relics. I am allowed to look at relics at the site. So I am going to go ahead and take a gander at both of these. Okay. You know what? Y'all look down real quick. There's no reason y'all shouldn't be able to see these. So here are, here we go. There we go. That's nice. Okay. And that one is nice. Okay. So whether or not we want, okay, y'all can look. Whether or not we want to come back for those, it cost us two favor. But I think I will go ahead and spend one supply to move me up to Standing Stones because it's only one within that area. And how do you discard denizens?
Well, you can't discard this one because it's locked.
Understood.
You have to have a card that says you can discard a denizen.
That's what I thought. Right? Yeah. So, I think what we will do is go ahead and play a secret there, which will gain me one favor. Mm-hmm. There, done.
That's another supply.
Thank you. There. So that was trading. Now the question is, now I have two favor, so I could come back down here to grab one of those. This one costs, what is that?
Three favor to the arcane.
Spend 3 favor to the arcane, and I can look at what this relic is.
You can.
And I will do so, and which means y'all get to look, if y'all will look down for a moment. There we go. Okay. I will say they're new relics, so that's cool. I mean, I could go ahead and grab one more favor by using my secret. There's so much. Okay, so let's see. To move here is 2. There. I want to search. There's so much I want to do right now. I think the obvious thing is to go ahead. Oh, sorry. Do that. Grab that. That cost me 1 more. I could recover the people's favor, but the thing is, oh, that's how you discard. That's it. That's how you do it. So you know, there it is. So I will actually go ahead and recover the people's favor. So that spends 1 supply, and I must place more than is on here. So I will go ahead, put more
Favor.
Thank you. Favor on here. Then the old number. Put the old number in the favor banks one by one, starting with any suit. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and throw it in Nomad. It's going to be hard to get that way. I will go ahead and claim that. I can put 2 or 3 on there. I'll go ahead and put 2 to start. I guess theoretically Ken could take it away from me if he wants with the 3. I think I'm okay with that. Boom, done. I am now have Banner of the People's Favor. Now I have a decision to make. If I do 2, I think I will do this. All right, I'm going to spend 2 to move over to the Wastes. And as a free action, it's worth it because it gives me a relic. I think I'm going to try this. So, because I have the Banner's People or Banner's Favor, Banner of the People's Favor, I can discard any one of these from there, and I will. So this will get discarded to there. Even though it's locked, I can do so, right?
It's not locked.
It's not. Oh, you're right. It's not. You're right. It shows it right.
You have to. It has to be played to a site.
So I'm going to play this to the site here, and I can do so to any. No, I got to do it here.
But you could discard the card from any of the sites, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
No, you may play any site in your region.
And play to any site in your region. But the reason I wanted to do that is because the gossip. This actually helps Ken right now. But it gives me the relic. And actually, a moment. I'm there. Right. This relic, y'all look down for a second. Sorry. There we go. Do I want to claim that there? Enemies of the Gossip's ruler. So that technically would be all of us, right?
Wow, that's
I don't know if I want to do that to get that relic.
Well, it's not that hard to rule that site. There's one warband there.
right. Someone needs to do it though. So.
Yeah. That sounds like somebody else's problem.
Do I want to play this there for that relic? Because the second relic is really nice. Having a banner and relic. Puts me in a pretty good position, I feel like. But I hate the idea of giving you this, is the only problem. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all deal with that. So when I play a discard there, I get that. And that is going to be the Brass Horse. As an action, I can spend a secret, reveal the top card of the discard pile, travel to a site with a card of that suit. If unable to travel as normal, in either case, spend no supply. So that seemed like a pretty decent thing. Boom, done. I have 1 left. I have 11. I won't. The 9 plus 1 there. I get my books back. And done.
All right, so I will start off by revealing Secret Signal. If I only gain 1 favor, I gain an extra favor.
That sounds nice.
That's really nice.
So okay. We'll trade here, and I will take 2 favor from Discord.
1 and then 1. Right? Yep.
Make sure you move a supply.
Oh, and I match Discord, so I get the favor as well. Thank you, Peanut Gallery.
Yeah,
Thanks, Brian. Yeah, if y'all aren't watching at 1080p, please do so. Okay?
Then I will spend 2 supply. Let's come down here. And it's a river.
What is that symbol?
I don't know.
Ken?
When mustering from a card at this site, you gain 1 more warband if you rule this site.
Okay.
Okay. And nothing else. That's it. All right.
I will search the province's discard.
1, 2, and 3.
When you're done, I'll discard your other 2 to the hinterlands over here.
I can't play it face down, so I'll play it face up. Sleight of hand. I can take, for the cause of a favor, I can take a secret from a player whose pawn is at my site. But I cannot take their last secret.
That was the other one that I was thinking about having, but I didn't want to be locked in.
That's not like that.
It's not locked. Why am I seeing a chain when there is no chain?
Yeah.
Gah!
And
All right.
unlike with denizens, advisors you can freely choose to discard if you're full.
Yep.
So
I would have kept that one instead. Mistakes were made. That's all right.
I don't know. I like this one.
Yeah. All right.
And
I'm going to let you get the relic, which is actually pretty cool. We just have to sort of like...
It's free travel.
Yeah.
But it might not be travel where I want to go.
Right.
I will use my last 2 to just campaign against the river here.
Okay. How many dice? 3. And Shrey, it is your honor.
All right.
All right. Right. And just do it here in the middle. Go for it.
Good roll, Shrey.
I agree. That is 2-2. You
So I
need
have to
and a
kill
half
one.
and kill
I'll
one.
dump these out later. And 1 goes there.
All right.
And
And
I
done.
have 12, so I go here.
All right, Shrey, and you get your book back.
Oh, my book.
And no others are out here, right? Yep. All right, Shrey, you're up.
All right. Well, I will search.
Yes, the horse takes you where it wants to go.
I'm going to search in this deck.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
you,
so
here you go.
it's 1 at a time, of course.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
3.
1, 2, and all 3.
That's 3 supply.
Okay, there we go. And just as a reminder,
supply.
while Shrey is debating here, the world deck is set up to where the top 10 cards, top 12 cards have 2 visions. So if you're doing the math, that's 5 of the 12, right? Then the next 18 have the other 3. Okay,
Yeah.
so just as a reminder to everybody out there. Okay. Yeah, the horse takes you where it wants to go. I feel like going.
That's fine. Oh, that's an action. Okay. All right. So I will play this.
However, it says, if unable, travel as normal. Does that mean I can go anywhere I want?
Yes, for no supply.
For no supply, which is glorious for the hinterland.
Oh, I need money.
but you're taking the risk, right?
Well, right now it's only Discord and Arcane,
That's true.
right? So, yeah. Would the bandits get a +1 for the warband they have on the board? Bandits never have a warband.
Well, they do.
Oh, they do?
They have a die.
They just I can't remember how it works.
I believe it's
I
just
feel like it's just
a die.
Dice.
It's just 1
It'd be
die.
great to get if others have a clarification.
Yeah.
No, those are discard.
Go for it. Okay.
Okay, so they're going
And this
over here.
one,
I love the angst Shrey has all the time.
So, yeah, well, I can't put it down, face down. I would like to, but
It's okay.
and I do want to put it down. It's a what is it called?
Well, you. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it
So
is.
you don't get a favor, sadly.
No, that's inaction.
You don't get a favor.
Fair,
You
'cause
normally
there's
get
no
a favor.
arcane.
Because, yeah, but
right. Yeah.
As an action, spend a favor, gain a secret, then end your act phase. Oh, that's good if
Pretty
it's your
great.
last thing.
Well,
right?
yeah, I mean, you
Well,
should be able to control that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So campaigning takes
3.
2, and then I could do that as my last.
So we've had conflicting. We've had a no and a yes so far. I'm looking it up, but go ahead.
So, or I could search again and then do that. Search.
Yep, it does add a bandit
Okay.
and a die. So that means that
So
last
Ken-
one will have had to have
And Ken
died.
loses another one too.
Well, I don't lose another one because my roll was 7.
Oh, correct.
Yeah.
There you go. Fair enough. There you go. Good call. Yes. So to be clear, there is a bandit here, invisible, and
Yeah.
they get a die.
Yeah.
So to be clear, there we go. Okay, cool.
I don't think it came up very much for us last time because when we were fighting bandit sites, we were normally rolling crap.
Crushing. Or
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we were rolling like blanks.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay, so I think I will campaign, and yeah, I'll roll 3.
Okay.
Okay, so
So you drop
3,
yourself by 2.
and that is for y'all. Go for it.
Okay, do you want to
Sure.
Yep.
roll the bad guys?
Right in the middle.
Just for you, Shay.
That'd be a 0.
Thank you.
And that'd be a death and 3. All right.
Yep.
And it died. There we go.
All right, I will take control of that, and then I will run this to.
That's not a. You don't spend supply for that.
It's an.
For what?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, it's
yeah,
an
you
action.
don't- yeah,
It's a free
you
action.
You move it back.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
not a supply.
That's not a
So
supply.
you might not want to do that yet.
Oh,
Although I don't know what else you can do.
well, I could search.
You could search the discards,
Yeah,
Oh, true.
I think I will. That was
and you get 3 off the top. It doesn't matter, right?
Yep.
There you go.
and okay.
And I'm just getting ready. Because that's coming here,
Yeah.
I assume,
Yeah.
right? There you go.
And I know what 2 of these are. No, I know what this. Wait, no, they went over there.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is such a clever game. This is so well done. But it and it very much feels like a Cole Worley game.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
it's
right.
got that quirk to it.
Nope.
I actually got it, Gabe. I got it after my turn. Yes. Yep. If you were like a little bit behind, you saw that during Alyssa's turn, I got an extra Discord.
Oh, this is nice. But the problem is I need money to actually take advantage of it. So I kind of want to get something out there. So I think I might just put something out, which will just get me a buck.
Yeah, as long as it's not Arcane or Discord.
That's so terrible.
Again, it's Discord and Arcane only for the brass horse that I have to avoid so far.
Yeah, it's kind of rough right now. Though you can't trade.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, because
All the cards are empty.
What do you mean?
You cannot trade for.
Oh,
favor
you
right
can't
now.
trade for a favor. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true because of that.
All the
yeah.
cards are empty.
And keep in mind, so enemies of the gossip's rulers cannot play cards as face-down advisors. So remember, Shrey.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
All right. Those are going like that.
Okay.
And then we'll put this one out. It has no effect, but I just want the buck. When played, you may swap the Great Herd, which is this card, with a nomad card at any site. There are no nomad
Okay.
cards anywhere.
All right.
That was yeah.
Add another suit for Edward to get.
All right, so
Right.
then
That's
I
this.
have 12. So I go to here, and those
This goes there,
and that's it.
and that's it. All right, Chancellor. Here we go. Second round.
Round 2.
All right. So
Glad you're on
I
the ball
get
with that,
I
thanks.
get a secret to start. Thank you. I'm gonna move to the Rocky Coast.
Hello.
Costs
That's
me
2.
2.
Yep.
I'm gonna spend a secret here and get 2 favor from the Nomad Bank.
And why again?
Discard
beast or
discard
nomad,
a nomad or beast at your site to gain 2 from the matching favor.
There we
bank.
go.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I forgot I was supposed to discard it. I mean, I didn't really want to discard it, but
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
I did not want to discard it.
Hey, it opens up a slot to be able to play one for
Yeah.
y'all, right?
I will muster here.
Which grabs 2 more.
There's one there.
I have an edge case question, but I'm going to wait until my turn to ask it. I think I know the answer, and it's beneficial.
I think the right thing to do is just move. Okay, here's what I could do. I could go here.
To move back, okay. That
I'm-
costs 2. He has 1 left.
I could
Wait,
trade.
What?
when you moved, you spent 2 supply?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's just 1?
No, it's
No,
2.
no,
it,
it's
has to,
another
it has to be a
Oh,
coast.
to get to another coast.
Yep.
I
Oh wait,
forgot about that, how that worked.
no, because that's trading is actually going to cost me too much. So I'll just move back to Drowned City and call it a day.
Okay, and you have 1 left over. 2,
One
4,
left
6,
over.
8, 10, 12, 14, 16, I think.
Yeah, so it's here
And 1 more.
and one more.
Yep. All right, you're done?
Get that back.
This is coming to Arcane.
All right. So first things first, I have to feed the kitty. Fed. Done.
You could let it go down by 1 if you wanted
I
to.
could have done
Just
that
wanted to
as an
point that
option.
out as a possibility.
That is a fact. So here's my question. The brass horse says, action. Reveal the top card of my discard pile.
Of the...
Yeah.
Oh.
Travel to a site with a card of the suit. Nothing matches that suit, so
you
I
can
can
go
go anywhere I want for free.
That's how I interpret that. Yeah.
All right, excellent. Now,
What happened if there was a card that
matches
you
this suit
revealed?
right here.
Where does the card go? Would it go to the next
This one right
discard
here.
pile?
The black one.
I think you just reveal it and you
Put it back.
that's a good question. Let's say there was a card here. I
Yeah.
reveal it,
Yeah.
and it matches or doesn't matter. It doesn't. Does it go
I
back,
think it goes...
or do I discard it over there? I think I
does
discard
it
it
say
over
does-
there.
It just
Is
says
this-
revealed, not draw, so I think it goes back.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
Reveal.
probably.
Good
Yeah,
call.
yeah, yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, okay. Now, before I do anything, I think I will actually go ahead and search. Now, I cannot play it as a face-down advisor. I can play it as a face-up, or I can get rid of that if I want.
You paid 3. Oh,
Two,
you
I did.
stop.
Yep, yeah, no, I'm just fixing it.
Oh, and we got a vision.
Congratulations
All
on your vision.
Thank you.
I have
seen a vision. All right, here we go. All right, let's see here. Wow. Okay, that's really cool. All right. Here, actually, y'all look down for this. Here is the card that I drew. All right, the non-vision. That's pretty awesome. Big fan. Okay. And here is the vision. Okay. All right. So now that that's done, I like both of these cards.
I mean, I guess you're either revealing that vision or you're discarding it.
Oh, you can't put the vision face down.
Oh, that's nasty.
You did it to yourself.
Amazing.
Touche. How about this?
Yeah.
There. And I will go ahead and... will I? Hold on. Yeah, I will. I'll play... Will I? Hold on. You know what? No. I'm going to discard that
Oh, because it's your...
because the people's favor.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play it here.
All right.
Okay, that gives me an arcane. And that says the Magician's Code. Well, everybody at home saw it, but spend 2 favor. If recovering the darkest secret, gain 2 books and add them to the other that you're paying to recover the darkest secret.
That card.
I love that card.
So-
Well, I'm impressed you put it there instead of when you're as an advisor.
Yeah.
Well, because I wanted to get rid of that.
Oh, fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cover. Yeah. So I am going to go ahead and recover the Darkest Secret. I spent.
You can't.
Why?
He's protected.
Ah.
Can I ask a question before you?
Yeah, go
finish?
ahead.
Before you finish the search,
Yeah.
do you play the card first and then discard, or do you discard first and then play the card? Because
Discard first.
it matters if the vision is on where the vision is in that discard pile. Like this reads play one to your site and then discard the rest.
You first discard a Denizen card at the site, and then you play it to the site in your region.
No, what I mean is the card that Edward
Yeah, so technically I think the vision should be
on top.
on top.
Ah.
Okay.
Because should have discarded the
Ah,
card.
it's protected. That's right.
Well, it shouldn't. I mean, you would draw 3 cards anyway.
But if cards go on top,
Sure.
then it
Yeah.
matters.
Joseph, no, I didn't. In case you didn't see it, there was apparently a FAQ ruling on the brass horse edge case. What was the result? Because that's about to come into play right now.
Is it in the? Does he mean it's the FAQ in the rulebook or on BGG?
I don't remember there being. Oh,
Is there a FAQ?
I thought there was a.
Or is it
somewhere
in the, it's underneath the box, I think. If so,
I thought there was
unless he's saying on BGG.
maybe on BGG. Yeah, there's just a couple here. Couple rules questions.
Okay, well.
Oh, it's on there. It's on the website.
However, if top card was a vision, you could go, oh, wait. You have to reveal a card, so you can't use the brass horse. Oh, well, that's a problem. I would have done this completely different then, if that's okay. If y'all will allow me a little bit of a backup.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that. This goes there. I would have to reveal it. Hold on.
This is also here.
Yeah, that's
to
there, yeah.
Start.
Yeah. So
Which
backing
I
it up.
enjoy.
So I have these, and I have to choose. That is a tough call. Because it costs 2 to move and then 2 to search. No, that works. We will do that, there.
Okay. That's
Then
what
I
you
will
did.
Then I will spend 2 to move there.
Yeah. Open your present.
Yep. And we have the planes.
Huh.
Womp
You've
womp.
seen that one before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, whatever.
it's very plain.
Okay, it is. And then 2, I get to look at them, but that's going there.
But
You
oh
still
right,
gotta
you got rid of the card. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, I know what those are.
Hey.
No,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
I
over
can
here.
now search in the
Oh,
cradle.
sorry.
Yay!
Oh. Well, I suggest y'all get that card out of there, because the Chancellor's there. So I'm done.
Wait, well, oh,
I mean,
that's that card.
There's
right.
nowhere I can't play it anywhere. But
You could.
I
mean, I'm just saying.
theory,
So
okay.
I have more than 9. I will go there. There. Yeah, and that was it. Done.
All right.
That was a dramatic waste of a turn because I played that one card. Oh
I'm
well.
spending 3 to search.
okay.
I did not have vision.
Hey, M. Alexander, go ahead and link to the FAQ. Try it again. You'll be able to momentarily. All right, go ahead. Put the link in. Go ahead.
Yep.
For the FAQ, please. Hey, Patrick. Hey, you do what you got to do, right? So I didn't have to reveal what it was. Because there's only 2 visions that have been drawn, so visions aren't active yet.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to have to do that. There you go. Thank you.
We're going to play this to the site to get that. That will get put over there. This is Burn a Secret to move all favor from any favor bank to the Hearth bank.
Oh, okay.
Move all favor from any one to the hearth.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice.
Okay. All right. All right.
All right, so I'm going to spend 2 muster, and because I'm a ruler, I get 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to spend 1 to do that. And then I'm going to spend 2 to come to the drowned city. And I will spend 1 to take a secret from you.
Rude.
Nice.
I support this. I was like, but you're not gonna. Oh, that. Okay. Yeah. Well, you're about to get it back. So.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Go
I'll get to
ahead.
take it again.
Run through your rest.
We'll just see about that.
Unless you leave. And if you leave the drowned city,
Right.
I
then,
support that too.
Yeah, right.
So this goes to Discord. That goes to Hearth.
And no books out
There's
there.
no books
Get
out
your
there.
supply. Shrey, you're up.
I've got 10, so I will go back here.
I really... I need to get another card there so I can... Oh, but there's only 1 money in Arcane. That's so terrible.
Yep.
And if I had a second buck, I would do something different. Because I could... so I will search. Get top 3 or until I hit a vision.
Looks like you get 3.
Yep.
Don't forget to drop yourself.
No. Come on. Oh, thank you. All right. Really? Really? Come on. Oh, wait.
Have a good one, Robert.
Oh, that's, I mean, no. No. Okay. These are just unfortunate.
Why?
Oh, that's just rude.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's great right there. I support that.
Three supply for a vision seems a little expensive, but
But
I can do it for only 2 because the dark is secret,
Oh.
but
It's still
not what I
how's
want.
that working out for you?
Not what I want.
right, so that you can make it 2 for everybody else when you discard it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make it 4 for everybody else, I guess.
No, 2 because you have to put it in a discard
Two
pile.
to top of the
I-
hand lane.
I'm going to play this
All right.
All right, to the
to my tablet.
oh, to your tableau. Okay, a moment.
It's not particularly interesting, but
Switch
it is.
those if you would you? For me. There you go. Cool.
It
What's
is.
What is it?
It's simply a locked denizen. When played, gain 4 supply. So I'll just gain 4 supply.
Okay, and what's it called?
Faithful friend.
Okay, so it's just the one time.
Yeah,
Here
one
you
time,
get
yeah.
4. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
And then I will spend 3 and take that vision.
Aha.
Ah, there you go. That's clever. That's clever. All right.
So that bumps
Oh
it.
yeah, and now visions are. Wait, you've had a.
I have had a vision. Okay.
There you go, right there.
And this goes face down here, right? Yes.
Unless you choose to reveal
you
it.
can choose to reveal
No,
it.
Seems like maybe.
Well, if you do so, then depending on what it is, like you could win next turn.
Sure.
What, right?
Yeah, I mean, Shrey probably can evaluate whether he can win next turn or
I'm
not.
just saying, theoretically possible.
Actually, no, there's no.
Is there a
thing that-
victory condition?
There's
that
not a
Shrey
victory condition
satisfies
that
right now?
Shrey satisfies.
I don't think there is.
No.
Y'all are brutal.
Wait, what was this?
The goal of the game of the Chancellor is to hold the darkest secret.
So far, so good.
Yep. All right.
So far, so good.
So
friends.
Shrey is halfway done from this epic turn.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to flip this up.
All right.
Errand
Yeah.
boy. I may spend a favor to draw from a discard pile in a different region instead of yours.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's why I want some more money, but
Yeah.
I'm going to do that and draw from there, yeah.
That's still a search, though. So it's still
2.
spend
2, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm only looking at this one. All right, yeah, this is fine. All right, so I'll play this over here.
Okay. Hold on one
Hearth
second here.
Let
Favor.
me see the order that I want here.
All right,
We'll do it
so
like that.
there for that.
Yeah.
And then the Tavern Songs. As an action, peek at the top 3 cards of your region's discard pile. So right now, Doesn't really do a
Nothing.
lot, but yeah.
And
but
then
it
I
did
will,
give you
I'll spend 1 to trade to get the other 2 from Hearth.
because you have a matching. Advisor.
Oh, I only get
You
1.
only get
Right.
one. Okay.
Right.
Wasn't being a smart.
Yeah,
aleck.
no,
I
it's
was
fine.
Just, right.
That's fine. And then I could do the other from,
Arcane,
Could
if
trade
you wish.
Arcane as well.
or if I wanted a book. This is the time to get another book.
Correct.
Can I do both?
Alyssa's just going to steal it from you anyway if you take the book.
No, this is content to steal from you.
Alyssa has a long memory from last month. I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't know what Alyssa has to complain about.
Yeah.
We teamed up to win.
We
It was
No,
great.
I'll take the arcane buck.
because of the. Oh no, sorry, just
Yeah,
the
just
right.
the-
Yeah.
Just
All
trading.
right. So and
So
that was
takes you all the way to the end.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I have 12. This goes to
Beast.
Beast. And
those
I-
go to you.
Yep.
All right, and new round, third round. Yeah, there you go. Good call.
Hit me with a book. Okay. While I still control this site, I'm going to go ahead and recover, which means I'll gain 2 extra secrets to play on the Darkest Secret, making it a total of 4.
Yeah, there's that. I needed y'all's help. I thought
I was
somebody was
trying,
going to
but-
take it.
So...
At least Arcane's going to have some favor now, so that's good.
True. Not that I can take advantage of it, but yeah, others might enjoy that. And which ones are the ones I can discard? Okay, so no, that's not in play. I'll move to Standing Stones for 1. I will spend a favor to Discord. Let's spread it around. To muster.
Warmonger.
It's purely defensive.
Clearly.
I will spend another favor. Actually, let's go ahead and search now while I am here. So it only costs me 2 because I hold the Darkest Secret.
It always.
I can.
Oh, there, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go there.
There's 1, 2,
Oh, brutal.
and hey, you've had a vision.
I never have visions.
Oh, they just might not be good visions.
Oh, that would be interesting. Just doesn't seem that great. Screw it, let's do it. This is a small favor, so it's locked, and it gives me 4 warbands.
What? Wow.
Wow.
Okay then.
I'll spend 1
Have a good one,
to move
Alexander.
back to the Drowned City, and I'll call it a day. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Done?
Done.
Do me a favor. Never mind. Ignore me. All right. Feed the kitty.
Oh, that goes, all of these go in there. Yeah,
Yep,
so there's
there you
2
go.
in Arcane, 2 in
Yep,
Discord.
got you.
Yeah.
Good call. Okay. So what do we have? We have Hearth, Arcane, and Discord. All right, so I will go ahead and search here first. So 1, 2, 3 that cost 2 supply. Not bad. Okay, y'all look down real quick. Sorry. So here's a new card, or at least one new to me. Okay. That's kind of interesting, I thought. Then there's this one. And there is that one. Okay. All right, y'all can look up.
So in theory, I could have looked at both of these relics before. Would you guys mind if I look at those?
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
You should have one more supply because you had one left.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna need all this.
I actually think I'm going to keep that. Do I? Or do I go ahead and just... Yeah, actually, I'm going to play it to... Might as well to get the favor. So these will come over there for the discard. And I'll go ahead and play Salt of the Earth. So it's a discord. It's locked here. Now, you cannot play Salt of the Earth to a site with any locked cards. There are none, so we're good. When played, ignore the site's capacity. Okay, so it didn't matter. Discard all other denizens at the site. Capacity is now 1 at the plains, and it's that 1.
All of a sudden, not such an exciting site for anybody to rule.
Oh, yeah, right, exactly. So there's that. But it got me the favor, which is the important part. We're going to go ahead and brass monkey, a little brass horse. What do we have? We have...
Hearth.
Hearth. So I travel here for free. That will go back. Okay.
You got to play a secret to it, though.
Fact. Thank you. Forgot about that part. I will... Now, to activate the tavern songs, what do you have to do? It's free. You just can do, right?
Yes. It's
So-
be there or rule it.
All right. So I would like top 3 cards here. All right.
There's
1
only
and
2,
2.
but
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Feel free to jump on that vision.
Cool. Okay. All right. Peek at. So I imagine that means they have to stay in the same order. Okay. I will go ahead and grab that. And that cost me 1. And now, oh, I can't because I've used it. Son of a... That's frustrating. I will go ahead and spend 2 to move here. Back up before I do that. I will spend 1 to muster there. There. That. Now I'll spend 2 to move there. We have the Deep Woods. So it gets a relic.
Site.
It is the Beast home site, yeah, as you said. And if you play Beast card, that's how you get that relic. And let's go ahead, if y'all will look down for a moment. What do we have here? We have that. Oh, wow. That's kind of cool. That's really kind of, that's a mixed blessing, but that's kind of cool. There you go. Okay. I'm out of supply. That's all I'm doing. I have 9 here. We'll just go back to there. I will take that book. I will take that book. Done. Done. And done. That's it.
All right.
Here we go. Yes, I've destroyed the plains. I've salted the plains.
Nice.
Edward General Sherman.
To the ocean, right, yes. Or to the sea, yeah.
All right. I unfortunately cannot take a book from Ken, because he cleverly only has one. So what would I like to do here? I'm going to spend one to move here. Spend one to muster. Then I will spend 4 to search.
1, 2, 3. Could be a mixed bag. I don't know if you were looking for a vision.
I was looking for a vision.
Okay. Well, I know where there are 3 of them, 4 of them.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one more in here, but
Yeah.
And I know what 2 of them are. Ken knows what 2 of them are. Shrey knows what
Just one.
just one is. Okay.
Maybe I'll know what the other one is very shortly.
I don't love these. So we're gonna
Welcome, Eric.
do this.
Oh.
Which is what?
I can swap these with the dispossessed.
Okay, so grab
Go ahead
the
and dispossess those
dispossessed.
3.
It's the one in the back, I think.
No, it says Discord. World deck. Dispossessed. Wait a minute. Where are they?
No, the world deck was in between the.
Right, but this can't be the whole dispossessed.
No, those should be all.
Can I see?
Yeah.
There shouldn't be too many of them.
No, there should be 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A moment while we organize that. Hold on.
Is it the ones in the back?
I think it's these. They're just filed in the wrong spot.
Just see if those are Discord.
well, there's 6 of them.
Okay, then it's got to
Yeah.
be those.
So
All right.
shuffle those up and give me 3.
And what happens to those 3?
They swap. So they're going.
Oh,
these
okay,
are,
nice.
These are being dispossessed.
All right, this is
Nothing
exciting.
interesting, I assume?
Not really.
Okay.
Oh, just straight up those 3. Boom, done. And
So you
then
wanna put
change.
those-
There we
yeah,
go.
right
Yeah,
there.
there we go. Cool.
So
All right. So real quick, here, grab that. Show that real
Yeah.
quick. So the dispossessed were the cards that were removed from last game.
Yep.
So 3 of those are back in play, and 3 of these have now just left. So
That's
there you
right.
go. Okay. All right. By the way, if you're out here in the Northeast, be careful out there. This morning,
Wasn't too bad driving over, but
yeah, this morning there was a really bad band of rain that we got, but it's
Yeah.
actually.
I think we're
sounds
getting
pretty
off
okay.
light compared to some of the other parts
Yeah.
Of the Northeast, like Rhode
Northeastern.
Island, and yeah, so be careful out there because Hurricane Henry, or I don't know if it's hurricanes still or tropical storm, but big ass storm either way.
All right. And then I get this back.
Oh, done. All right,
This goes
Shrey.
to Discord.
All right. Thankfully,
you have 8.
this is the 3rd card, so I
So you
get
go
to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
So I'm running Tavern Song to look at the top 3, right? Top
Okay.
3. Okay, one of them is a vision, so let's see what it is.
Well, 3 of us know what it is now.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Depends on your point of view.
In my point of view, it's a good one.
Oh, do you mind if I peek at the relic?
No, go. Yeah, you're fine.
Kind of want to go somewhere else.
Well, the world has been discovered.
Yeah. Feel about that.
This is so different than our last game because there's less combat, less need to control.
Oh, there were. I think. I'm not sure I had a turn. Maybe I had one turn where I didn't campaign. Last game.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Very different.
going to spend 2 to move over to where you are, Edward.
Hey there.
Can I look at that relic
You may.
since you were so interested in it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty clever. I think it's an interesting idea.
Huh.
You see?
Yeah.
If you play Beast card, you can claim it there.
Maybe I would. I don't know if there is a beast card on top of that deck, or is there one?
Well, you just discarded there, didn't you?
No.
No? Okay. Oh, you didn't search, right? Yeah.
There's the one on here. Why didn't I pay attention to the suits?
I mean, you can look because you rule the Rocky Coast,
Oh, right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Oh, is it only for the? Oh, I don't know how that works.
Well, he had already done that.
Yeah, I just did it
He just
earlier.
did it.
No,
He
but it
just has
says
memory
your
of it.
region's discard pile. Is that only for the provinces because that's where it is, or is it where his pawn
Peek
is?
at
His
the
region's
top.
discard. He can go. Yeah, he could peek here.
Yeah,
He
you could
rules the
also.
site, so he should be able to. Still
Oh.
do it.
I agree.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
I mean, you did
Agreed.
just discard
Because
two of those
rule
three,
the
I
site.
think,
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
No, because he didn't search there.
Oh.
He peeked.
I have not
He just
searched yet this
Decided
turn.
not to. Okay.
Oh, darn. It's not.
Clearly not a beast in the top three there.
Clearly
okay,
not.
all right.
Yeah.
You could search twice.
I might search. Yeah, this is a place for somebody else. So yeah, I will spend.
2 to search to grab one of those 3 basically and put the discards. over
Yeah,
there.
if there was something there that I was interested in. If I spend 3
No, it's only 2.
to
Oh,
four.
it's 4. No, yeah.
No. I'm definitely not spending 4.
That's why the Darkest Secret is so nice to be able to search there for 2.
Wait, let me take another look at those 3. Peek at those 3 cards just to make sure that none of them are. Yeah,
And the next 3 could be yours
For the lower price of all your supply.
of all your supply, right?
Yeah, see, I don't see either of those cards being useful. I could play it and put it out there, but then I really. No, you know what? I will just take the relic the old-fashioned way by
Burning two secrets.
burning 2 secrets.
That is. Woo. Pricey.
I mean, what am I going to do with secrets?
All right, so what is it?
It
Tell
is
everybody.
the Truthful Harp. During search, I may draw 2 more cards. If I do, I must reveal every card I draw and the card that I keep.
Yeah.
Which,
Like I said,
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool.
clever.
I like
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah,
it costs
I
you
like
one
that one,
supply.
right?
right, thank you. And so I need to have 1 left over. Do I want to muster? Oh, I can't muster.
You could search.
I could search and just put something out there to get a buck. That might be the thing to do. Yeah, I'll search. And
And then I do 5.
yeah, yes.
Okay, then here. Let's put them here for everybody at home real quick. All right, so
Tinker's Fair, negotiated exchange.
the Gathering,
Bring people to you and then have a
right? And by the way, the Gathering currently taking place in
Yeah.
Niagara Falls.
True Names, which is a battle plan. Your enemy cannot use battle plans that match any of your advisors against you.
Wrestlers, it's a battle plan.
Plus a defense if you sacrifice one of your war bands, which, maybe.
Plus, the defense die.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And Welcoming Party. If you play a Denizen card that was not a face down advisor, gain 1 from the home, the Hearth bank.
All right, so I want to play a card that's going to get me a buck.
So there,
So it
it
has
will
to
be
be-
anything but Hearth.
And you
Oh,
can't do True Names because it's got to
Right,
go.
that's a yeah. So we'll do that. Oh, but I will only get 1 from Nomad because there's only 1 in there.
you only get 1.
Well, I have a. Oh no, that's if you
you
trade.
yeah, you
right?
only get 1 no matter what. So you can get. You put out the battle plan, or
Yeah, let's put out the
Gathering?
the defensive battle plan.
This one here?
The
No, Wrestlers.
Okay.
All right, so that will come from order
Thank
there.
you.
And all 4 of those go into the discard. Now we know
And
what
then
the
my
top-
You can
last-
choose their order. I
Yeah,
think,
I'll do that in a
right?
second.
Okay.
My last supply is going to be to do that and get a book.
Right.
Checks out. Okay.
I will
All right.
order these.
So while he's going, go ahead.
You
New
got-
round.
You go back to
All
9.
right. Thank you.
Yep.
And
New
that
round.
goes to the,
Actually, that doesn't cost you supply, so you're back to full. This.
Oh, right.
Oh,
it's an
right.
action.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
That's right. Good call. Good.
Oh, thank you.
call.
All right. Ken, you're up. Have a good one, Patrick.
Okay. Well, getting secrets just seems counterproductive because Alyssa's just going to troll me if I get a secret.
That would be the plan.
So I'm just going to... they go there.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, well, maybe I want to change that then.
So I will move to the Standing Stones,
Okay, Alyssa.
costing me 1. I will trade with the Discord Bank.
And you get 2
2 favor.
because you have a matching advisor.
Yep. Did I take... I don't think I did that.
No, you were at 16, so
Yeah.
no.
I will move back to the Drowned City. I will recover by burning 2 out of the game. I think this is the one I want. Yeah, Cup of Plenty. When you trade, spend no supply if you're trading with a card that matches any of your advisors.
Yep. That's now 3 over there. Okay.
And I think I'll stop.
So gain 1, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So
the-
you're at 17 to 11.
What? No,
Plus
I'm at,
the 1.
I'm at... Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Total. There, nothing else? All right, I'm up. Oh, what the hell am I trying to do now? I know I'm doing... Oh, feed the kitty.
That becomes the mob now?
No, 6, I
Next
believe.
turn.
I
Yeah.
believe
Banner
it's
has
6.
6 plus.
Yeah, 6
Okay.
plus.
That's always exciting when that happens.
Yeah, because then it really ramps up.
Yes, it does. Or down.
Yeah.
I will search for back. Yeah, search for 2. 1, 2, 3. All right, y'all look down. Thank you. Eh. Wow. Okay, that's the leader in the clubhouse, just FYI. Okay, yeah, we're going to keep that one. Okay, y'all can look up. So these will go there,
Cradle's where it's at.
right? Seriously. And yeah, I'll go ahead and play Alchemist. Spend a secret, burn a secret, gain 4 favor from any favor, bank, or banks. Okay. Cool. All right. So, 3. I will. I can't. All right, I'm 1 short. Yeah, I will go ahead and muster. Sorry. Then, what happens when this flips to the mob
You have to
Have
side?
to
Twice.
feed it twice.
Have to feed it twice.
Or take from it twice.
Or one of each.
Or one of each.
It just says do the decision again.
So next turn, I would theoretically, let's say I feed it once, then I would have to feed it again at the end of next turn, right?
No, I think it's at the start of the following turn. You have
Yes.
to do it twice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Put more here, right, wake. You must put here and then do this twice, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could pull one off and then put it back in?
No,
Or-
because it goes here
Oh,
when you
it
pull
goes,
it off.
it goes to the bank. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It goes to whichever bank is smallest, but you choose if they're tied.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think I will go ahead and do my Alchemist.
I think you will.
There and there, and I'll go and just take those from Arcane.
That's what.
Y'all don't need Arcane.
I'll say Glory to Rome.
I also say Glory to Rome.
That is plain rude.
All right. That was good. And
Was it?
I think I will campaign. Are you planning on leaving?
Likely, because there's nothing particularly interesting to do.
Yeah,
right
there's
there.
really not, but I just want to be able to possess one area, plus the defense is nice, just in case. So I will go ahead and spend 2 to campaign against here. Do I want anything else? Like, do I want the Fertile Valley? I don't know why I would.
I mean, depends on what vision you have.
Touche. You currently have 3,
Yeah.
I have 3.
and there are a whole lot. No, all 3 of those are. Yeah, I think I'll just start with just here, and I will. So it's they get a die. So here, just because easier reach,
Sure.
and I will go ahead and roll 4. I think that feels
Yeah,
right.
I think that's probably about what I should have
Yeah.
done.
Okay.
You're welcome.
So 3 defense, 2.
So sacrifice 1,
Yeah.
and I win.
You have
No,
to
2.
exceed.
He has
Oh,
3 defense because of the guy.
Oh, right, he has 3 defense,
Right,
so I
3
have to
defense,
kill
yeah.
2
Yeah.
and then put 1 there.
Yeah. Worked out just right.
We are rolling brutal against
Yes.
everybody, aren't we?
Yeah, those bandits have been tough.
I think we're done because I'm at 9. That fills me
Yeah.
back up, and I'm good there. Yeah. So this will go to order, and done.
Get your book back.
Thank you. I like that card.
Oh, I'm in a tough spot. I am in a bad spot.
I'll offer you citizenship on your turn if you.
What is
okay.
this? What is this, Ken?
What is it, Shrey?
I will search the cradle discard. Oh, wait. No, never mind.
Okay. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Right, because you can't play it here.
You're right, and I
You
can't.
probably don't want to play it there.
Right.
So yeah.
So we will
Spend 2 to move.
spend 2 to move.
Okay.
Play this.
Our mob.
I don't get anything, but
Action. Discard a face-up advisor from a player who holds the darkest secret, but not the people's favor. That is the perfect card. That is well done, Alyssa. All right. Excellent.
somebody took all my ability to get favor, so I'm not going to be able to use it.
I didn't take that.
That
Just to be
is
clear, I took here. That's it.
Yeah, which I could have gotten favor at.
Well, smallest violin playing
Yeah,
My Heart
I'm
Bleeds
sure.
for You.
So I will now search the province's discard.
And that's cost 2.
cost 2 supply.
Okay.
So we all know what that vision is now.
Yeah.
Do we want to say what it is for the folks at home, since everybody
Sure.
knows what it is?
Yeah.
It's the darkest secret.
It's a vision of faith. So
Yeah. Which currently has 4 secrets on it.
it's a faster win than being the Oathkeeper.
It is a faster way to be the Oathkeeper.
Yep.
Yeah, but we haven't seen a lot of a lot of good ways to get cash.
Wow.
I can't do it with the thing, but
Okay.
All right. More of the.
You could probably
You can just
Wait,
reach them.
so wait, how?
Somebody needs to randomize them.
Wait, how do you?
I
how
will-
do
I
you
will do
do
it.
this? I'm
because
just
I
curious.
rule that side. Oh no, I don't rule
You
that
know,
side.
yeah,
Never mind.
yeah.
Never mind. I don't rule that side
Well,
anymore.
either way, I'll shuffle them.
Okay.
So I keep these.
Yeah.
And just put them off to the side or something. Yeah.
Yeah, here, I got it. Here.
Okay.
We'll
So I have
just,
to pick one of these, huh?
There you go.
There's your
There.
dispossessed.
Yeah.
face.
just kind of so we know that those are kind of wonky. There we go. I know what I'm planning on doing next turn. Y'all don't screw it up.
All right. Well, we'll hold on to. Yeah, we'll hold on to that one because it'll be funny.
That's as good a logic as any. I like that.
And I have one left.
That will put you at 9+ if you do nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't think I spent
And
anything.
nothing. All right. Shrey.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just counting. Moving out of there is so expensive.
Not moving. Well, no. Moving within there is expensive. Moving back to the provinces is only 2.
Not that bad.
Well, but if I wanted to come over here,
Well, yeah.
Why would you want to come over here? This Terry's terrible. As someone who lives there, trust me, it's bad.
This is what happens when you let Ken rule.
Yeah, whose idea was it to build a capital around the drowned city? This is stupid.
But you're protected.
I hate using a book just to get 1 book, but I will do it from order.
From order, you said. I'll get there. There we go. I found it. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay. Because it's 1.
Yeah.
+1 per matching, which is
and
not
there
right.
are
Yeah.
like have not been able to get any of these 2 symbols out
Yep.
there. I guess I could go searching, but I don't really like. No. All right, I'm gonna so that was 1, and I'm spending 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Can I travel over to? Come over here.
Oh, welcome. All right. There we go.
While I'm here, I'll peek. Because why not? No, that's not terrible.
You can pay 3 favor to the Arcane Bank. I would heartily endorse that choice.
Yeah. That's
3 to the Arcane Bank. What?
to take the relic.
Oh yeah. I bet you would. Yeah.
I would cheer you on if you chose to do that.
I don't really want to just
Because it gives
Make that-
Ken. Right.
convenient for you. I want to leave 1 for that. I might just do 1 and get back to the. I could peek at these 3, right? Yeah. I just do a little peeking. I know that one. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to spend 1 over here and get a book, and then end my turn.
All right. New round.
I'm at 12 still, so I
And
go
this
to
comes
top.
back to you, Shrey.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. And this goes to Arcane. There you go. Chancellor.
Yeah, I gave you 1.
That is 1. It's more than 0.
Undeniable. It should have been an actuary.
You should.
Boy, the favor situation is not great. It is not great.
Yeah. Who's got all them? Oh, it's
It's
on
all
the. It's right
people's
there.
favorite.
Well, it's there.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
There's been a couple burned also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I burned 2.
I mean, I did take 4, right? But it's not an obnoxious number here,
Yeah.
right? Frederick, 1 is not none.
Oh, I don't. There's just. I mean, on the one hand, I'm feeling pretty good about continuing to be the Oath Keeper.
It seems likely.
On the other hand, there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do.
Well, you can, but if you leave the drowned city, you put yourself at risk.
Not
Not
that
really.
much risk.
Nobody has 5 books.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You could attack it also.
Yeah, you can attack, but it would
Yeah.
be
He's got massive
4
defense.
and plus that.
5 defense dice and 11.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not there's no getting it.
So probably not going to happen. So need to do a vision, right?
Yes,
Need it, right.
that vision is useless to all of us, which is why nobody's bothered to pick it
Right,
up, right?
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So what I need to be preparing for is the inevitable. I have to go out and play sheriff against whoever just like succeeded in their vision, right?
Right.
So one of the things I could do is take this other
Relic.
right? I could do that.
It would burn to favor. Yeah.
Yeah.
To do it. Yeah.
I don't want to show everybody what it is, but I will say it's not good. It's not helpful for me.
It is not useful.
It's not useful.
I looked
right
at it
now.
and have zero recollection
Right.
of what
that's
it was.
that's how great it is.
How do you kick the Chancellor out of the
You
down
have, you
city?
have to beat him in with banishment, and we're not going to do that.
Yeah, but he has 11.
He has 11 warbands.
And I would get 3 defense dice if you banish me.
Yeah. 3 defense dice, 11 warbands. It's a little better than fighting the Dark Secret, but not a whole
much.
lot.
Right, yeah.
Well, then you'd also have to like move wherever you sent me.
And then recover the Darkest Secret.
Right.
Right, there are other cards that pull people to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember the specifics, whether you can choose or whether it's the other people's choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. Well, so I'll move to the Standing Stones.
Hello.
This seems familiar.
I will take the lone arcane favor from the bank.
Wah, wah, wah.
Ugh, gross. I'll move.
Hold
back.
on. Was trading free for you because of something?
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yep.
wow. You'll move back.
Move back.
There you go.
And then
Hey, just integrity, right? Right.
I guess that would give me full supply for next time.
Right.
It would.
Yeah. Well, we'll do that.
Okay.
Wow.
What a turn.
What a turn.
Well, I mean, just needs to roll
Yeah,
and
just needs to
die.
roll,
right?
yeah.
Rolled a 6 on the first time last time, right? So,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he rolls a 6 this time. There's nothing we can do about it because nobody's revealed a vision yet.
Okay, I need to... I think I'm doing this. Let me look. I think so. I think that's what we do. Is there a reason why I wouldn't do that? Yeah, I think so. Okay, the question is, I would have 2 left. Do I muster...
this is a garbage part of the year. It's just like...
It is. I almost... If I think I can't win, I almost want to go over and take them from Ken so the sites go away for next time.
All right, so I'm going to spend 2...
Right, yeah. Yeah, because he rules them, they're going to stick around.
Yeah.
You know what? This is actually... Oh, I can't because it cost me a book. That was it. 2 to move here. Spend 2 there to get a book.
That's going to end your turn.
Yeah. And
No.
No,
Oh, you're doing
I'm
the
trading.
old-fashioned- doing
I'm
the
trading.
old-fashioned
He's
way.
trading.
Yeah.
Right? Then I'm going to spend 2 to move back.
Whoa. What are you doing with 2 books? Oh, Alchemist.
There. One of them dies.
Yep.
I'll take 2,
Might as well empty out Nomad.
yeah,
You know?
3, and 4.
Did you add?
I did not. Thank you. Forgot to
Now-
pay the
now
kitty.
it's mob
Now
sale.
it flips. But I don't have to do it until next turn.
Right.
But I figured this works out with that, right? That churning.
It's not going anywhere.
All right. To take this from me, explain to me how you can.
We'd have to have 7. favor.
7 favor, which is impossible.
Or we'd have to attack it. You would get 6 defense die.
Plus all the you have to be clear. You must declare at least 1 target. If the defender rules your site, you must target your site.
Right.
So
All
you would
right.
have to target here, and I can move them out there to get dice. So it'd be 6 plus 5.
7 die.
Dice.
plus.
I don't have to target. You don't have to banish.
Right, so it's 7
No,
plus
no, no, no.
1.
What I'm saying
defense.
is I can freely move these guys.
If you move them out there now,
there,
yes.
right?
Oh, but yeah, those guys defend you anyway.
No.
Yeah, but they defend as part of your banish.
No, they defend anyway if he's co-located, which he'd have to be
Oh,
in order
right.
to. Yeah,
So it's dice, is
I
what
would-
I'm saying. Those are still dice,
they're
aren't they?
not dice.
No,
They're just
they're
a-
just-
But you have to attack the site.
yeah,
Right, but if they're on your board, they're going to defend you when they attack the people's spirit.
yeah.
But they're not dice. The only way they're dice.
They're never
They're
dice.
never dice. They're
Okay,
always just a
thank you.
point. Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I
There's
was asking.
one there,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I was
Yeah.
being clear. I'm trying
Yeah.
to protect it.
Yeah, you're getting
Okay.
you're getting 7 dice plus 5.
Right. Okay. So there's no need to put them out there, is what you're
No.
saying, if I'm co-located, right?
Right. No.
Okay, got it.
They just do nothing if they only attack your site.
Gotcha. So I have 2 more. Right. Okay. Muster.
Surprise.
That was there.
Yep.
So 7 and 1. No, I have 1 left. I shouldn't have another turn if all goes well. If. So what can I do with my 1?
Nothing.
I don't think so, right? With that. Well, if y'all will allow me to roll it back 1 before I moved to be able to muster there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
There. And then I've moved. So there we go. And that's it. I have 5 left. I'm right there. This goes to order. I put a lot of the coins out there, at least for y'all. But come on, get your feet wet. I was going to wait until I had 8 here, but
Yeah.
I was worried about the rolling of the die.
Still could. No, it's not going to happen.
It will.
Oh, it will happen.
It will.
Yeah.
If he gets a 6, there's nothing we can do.
And I didn't want it to keep getting up.
Right.
So that's why. Yeah.
Does anybody have any hope of getting that away from Edward?
No.
I mean, I'll have 13 war bands.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I'll
he's-
give it a try.
Yeah, as he kept adding, I'm like, I keep delaying being able to do this.
Yeah,
And-
that's Ken's job.
yeah. Your 2 jobs are to position yourself
For next game.
for next game.
Because I never got a vision, so I never really.
right. That's just unfortunate, but
Oh,
there's more
actually-
games, right?
Yep.
Uh-oh, that makes me nervous. Let's see. Joseph says, I've refrained from saying anything before, but I'm curious why we didn't reveal last turn to prevent Ken from getting lucky. Because I wanted more dice here.
Yeah.
It's that simple. I wanted more dice. That's why. It was an intentional thing.
All right, so I'm going to try to get rid of some of Ken's sites here. So I'm going to move here for 2.
Well, remember, I might not. Oh wait, you might. Okay. Yeah, there's other reasons you might be doing this.
So I will spend 1 to muster, and then I will spend 2 to campaign against the Waste and the Drowned Cities.
And but do I get to help in defense since I'm in the drowned
No,
city?
I'm not targeting your pawn, just the 2
Okay.
sites. So you get 2 dice
If
and
I'm
2 defense.
standing in a site that you target,
But I'm not targeting your pawn. These are targeted for defense. If
Any
you're-
site you rule.
Yes.
Okay. So, if I may, excuse
Yeah.
me, sorry. You can declare any number of targets of the defender listed below. Each target adds a defense dice shown on the target shield to the defense pool.
Yeah.
So, 1, right? There.
Yeah, always-
Because you're the
always
oath
oath
keeper,
keeper.
right?
Yeah.
Right, so it's-
Any sites they rule,
Right. So
you're not choosing their pawn in favor.
right.
That would add 2 dice as shown on the shield. If the defender rules your site, right, which does, you have to target the site, adds dice to their attack pool up to the number of war bands on their board. The attacker adds war bands.
Right. So I'm going to roll 7 attack dice. Ken is going to have 2 defense plus 3 defense die.
Checks out. That's how I see it. Yep. Warbands at targeted sites.
Wait, so if you're targeting the Drowned City...
It is right here.
Yeah.
Warbands on their board if their pawn is at your site or any site you targeted.
So you can target
okay.
Standing Stones instead.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I'll target Standing Stones again.
There you
instead.
go. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so
Yep.
Waste and Standing Stones.
There you go.
So it's
Problem solved.
Much more doable. So three
three
blue and 7
3
orange.
blue.
You're using all your orange, I assume?
Yeah, I'll
And
do
7. And hold on, let's go ahead and do it there in the cradle, y'all. Okay. Yep. Thank you, M. Alex. All right, go for it.
That looks like a 0.
That's a
That's
0.
0 times 2 is 0.
That's,
There you go.
That's
a lot.
That's one death, though.
But one death.
One
Yeah.
death.
Okay. And you
So
lose half of those.
One comes
so
to my board,
And
this
one
goes
dies.
to
and
there.
one dies.
And you do not have to put any out there, to be clear, but you can put up to what's on your board on those
Yeah.
targeted sites.
Right. And
So you are now the Oath Keeper?
No.
Wait. No, Darkest
is
Secret. Right. Again, it's
so
from previous games. Yep.
I will search the provinces.
One card.
One card. Is it any good?
I don't remember what it is.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I guess I could banish it if I wanted to. But no, I don't have room, so I'll just move it over there.
Okay, got you.
All right.
All right.
And I
Shrey.
have 7.
And no, you're totally fine. You're good. There's a 20-second delay, nothing we can do about. M. Alexander earlier said, a visionary exile with the alchemist and a big army is such a dangerous concoction of hard things, but Edward's still taking a chance on a stable regime win. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I should be doing here. Because,
Oh yeah. Sorry.
You're good.
because
Now, just indulge me here.
Yeah.
What would help you in a position?
Right.
Is the question, right? To get it ready for next game. What would
Right.
help Shrey here?
yeah.
And if Shrey's going to be an exile,
It's moot.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's almost possible to get him to
Right.
make him not rule the Drowned City, so that
Right.
that thing isn't there. I mean, I guess he doesn't have to defend with all those if he wants the Drowned City gone in case he wins. But if Edward wins, I mean, all this is going away anyway,
Right.
other than Deep Woods.
Right. So, and my vision is, I'm not gonna make it. I suppose if you do knock back Edward enough, then I could just keep going towards my vision. So maybe I will. No, not to telegraph.
Sure. No, I hear you.
Maybe I'll just do it anyway. Make it obvious.
4. And then campaign. And I guess you can muster once.
Oh God, this
To
is
muster once.
You can muster once and then campaign against it. Come on.
Or you could just roll 6.
I could just roll a 6.
I'm
That
gonna
would be
peek
nice.
at this real quick, see if this. Oh no, because I can't replace any of these cards. Oh, but I could replace one card in my deck, in my
Yep.
advisors, and it might be a color that works out.
Edward from the deep woods into people's favor. It's Robin Hood. That's all I'm trying to say, right? That's it. All right.
Oh, but there's no money and there's no money over there.
I don't know that Robin Hood would have sold up the earth.
Fair.
Actually, that's not terrible. So if I search and replace this card, I could reveal this and keep both cards. Actually,
Yes, you could. You
Yeah.
could
It's
reveal it
gonna
right
be obvious what I have if I do what if I
Well,
do
we
that.
know what 2 of them are.
Yeah.
And
Search. Revealing is free, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
now. You should reveal first, though, I think.
Yeah.
Technically. Yeah. So.
and then do that.
Hey, Rocky.
And then I need to trade to make sure I have some. Okay, all right, let's just do it. So I will reveal. Hey, look, it is the Vision of Sanctuary. This is the one that holds the most relics and banners, which is going to be hard to actually.
It is because you have to
Yeah.
have 4 or steal something from him.
But what it tells Ken is what that last card is, and since he knows what that is.
Yes.
All right, so I will spend 3 into Arcane
Yep.
to take the
Oracular Pig.
Oracular
Yes,
Pig, which
yes.
is awesome. Peek at the top 3 cards of the World deck. I will do that in a second. Well,
at least.
before I do,
No, I know.
okay.
Just getting them ready.
There's a vision.
Right.
Well,
case you
yeah,
forget.
provided he does it,
So
but he's going to.
yeah,
It's
so
free.
that was one action. No, what did I just
You recovered, so it's a one
right
supply.
one
Yes,
supply.
there
That's
you
right. All right, I'm going to search here to look at 3, but really I'm going to take this one, and these will go here, and then I'm going to put this out, which is the Inquisitor.
God damn it, Trey.
There's a board for that. And what's the Inquisitor do?
Really? What did you? Oh, you wanted one of these?
No, I wanted
This one?
not
And
that
what's it
specific
do?
one, but an arcane one.
Oh, well, I wanted a card one also.
Right. What's the Inquisitor do?
Actually, it
I get
doesn't
to
matter.
pay a favor
I
to peek
totally
at
screwed myself. It
peek at an advisor of a player whose pawn is at your site, and if it's a conspiracy, I get to play it or discard it. If it's not, I give them the money that was paid.
Okay.
So now I'll trade to do this and take 2 from Arcane, so I have some cash, and then I will look at these. Okay.
And keep them in that same order.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess I will. There's nothing in Discord, sadly. I don't necessarily want to move out of here because it's probably gonna miss stuff in Arcane after. But I should do something.
You could muster. You could.
I could search.
Yep. But searching would be wasted. You would have to get rid of something face up if you wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not really. I mean, this card is. It's a good card. Just there's no beast out there, and it doesn't really help you in any other way.
Right.
Yeah. I don't want to spend any money. So it's either search or just travel. Oh yeah, fine. I'll just. It's only 1 to do that though, right? And how much I've got 12, which is going to. So I should really spend 1 more. I mean, getting another book. I mean, I keep doing that, but the book's not really. It's not going to do anything for me. So. Really, got to be something else to do. No. I feel like I'm not understanding how to manage this.
For what it's worth, one of the folks in chat said they have some advice after the game ends. For
That would be good to hear. All right.
Yeah.
I will just end my turn and go full. And,
all right. Anything out here? Book comes back to
Yeah.
you. All right. So now, how did you hose yourself?
So this is the conspiracy. If I hadn't locked this in, I would have had the opportunity to search for an arcane advisor. Because if I had 2 of those, I could just straight up take the banner. That's what conspiracy does.
That's right.
I don't remember.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't remember the.
Yeah.
I would have had to burn a book to do so, but
Right. Yeah. But
that
you
seems
have
like a reasonable.
All right. So.
1 in 6 chance.
all right. So
here.
roll. Hold on. Roll it into hinterland. There you go.
Come on, big 6.
Please
Here we
don't.
go. Here we go.
Please don't. Please don't. All right, thank God. That was close. Okay.
So I have to do it the old-fashioned way. So I will move
That's 4, 1 to muster, and 2 to campaign.
1 to muster. And yeah.
I mean, with all of this might, you gotta be able to do it.
No way. No, my chances are
Okay,
far lower.
so
than
let's go over
how many
what it
guys?
is. So you are campaigning against the site. You have
I
to.
have to.
Because I rule it. And the banner.
people's favorite,
Right.
yeah.
So there are 6 here, so I'm going to get 6 dice for the site.
Yep.
I will go ahead and
7, 8.
7. I will sacrifice 1.
Yep.
It means I get 8
Yep.
dice plus add a base of 7.
8,
Yeah.
8 plus 7.
Yeah,
Right.
so let me roll these first. Here we go. Go ahead.
Wait. So
What?
you get 6. You get 6 for that.
6.
Plus,
one for the
plus
site.
that one, plus he killed a
The
warband.
wrestlers lets him.
So you're at 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 dice.
And then
he has
then a base number of
modifier 7. Okay,
Right.
that's yeah.
So here we go. All right, 1,
One
2,
total
3,
is
4, 8.
So,
you roll 2.
Well,
Hold on,
4.
and I
4
roll-
times 2. So keep the times 2.
Okay.
right, 4.
So you're at 4.
And I roll 1 more die, right?
yeah,
2 more,
two more.
2 more die.
Okay.
So you have 4. Switch one of those to 2.
4
Okay.
times 2. Yep.
Oh.
5 times 4 is 20.
Yeah. So
Right.
I don't
20.
Hold on.
27.
20,
You need
so
to-
I have
think I
20
can
plus
do it?
7 is 27.
You can, because you could also sacrifice every one of your warbands.
Right.
27.
All right. Let's see what I can do.
All right, here we go.
How many dice are even in here?
10, I believe.
Yeah, 10.
And you
I mean-
have 14?
14.
So
Yeah.
you're going
Okay.
to roll all 10 and then
Yeah.
4 more.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard.
I mean, basically, I have to get no hollow swords.
It's
something
yeah,
like that.
right, yeah.
So you said 25, was it? Was that
27.
27.
You need to get to 28.
All right, let's see him.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13 and a half.
Okay. 13 and a half
Kill 3.
Kill 3. So
and then you roll 4 more.
And then I roll 4 more.
13 and a half.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And-
halfway home.
Yeah, he's close.
He is. He's shockingly close. Bring it out here. Oh, he got it.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, but kill 3.
No, well, no. 19 and a half.
19 and a half.
Oh, no, 20 because he's got 7 there. He was at 13 and a half.
Ah,
so he's at
okay.
20.
He kills
Kill
3
3.
more.
And then he's got to kill 8, which is exactly what he has.
What? Glory to Rome, man. Come on.
That is insane.
So you also lose half your warbands.
Half rolled that, so I keep 4.
Oh, no, because he
Right?
didn't target your pawn, right? You lose. He takes
the
this.
pawn participated, so it has to do its thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
Well, hold on. If the pawn, no, the pawn didn't participate.
well, your warbands did.
Your warbands.
Warbands
So
did,
you
yeah.
lose.
So
so I have 8, so I keep 4.
keep
keep
4 stay
four.
on your board. Exactly.
Yes.
Golly.
Wow.
That's insane. What a roll.
And I need that.
2 get burned.
Oh, right.
Unbelievable.
And my turn is definitely done. At least I'm back to 18 plus.
Wow. The amusing thing is, now Alyssa's in not a
Look at this roll for a minute. Look at that roll. Literally, 1 less double sword and you can't do it.
Yeah.
No. He needed 1 less single sword because the double
Yeah.
sword would have kept another guy alive for him
Yeah.
to make up for
Yeah.
it. He needed 1 less single sword. He needed,
You had 1 hollow the entire. Come on, 14 dice. Glory to Rome for that.
amazing.
that was. I did not
That's-
expect that.
Come on, I did.
didn't- I do not think my chances were good. They were particularly not good after I rolled the thing that he rolled.
Yes. The,
Unbelievable.
The two doubles. Get the right call and see if you get replacement die.
Alrighty.
Well, you have a way to get money, so.
And then hold on, because this has to come in order. Got it?
Wow. So if I were to muster and campaign against you,
Yeah, you could do it.
campaigning against you would get 4.
5.
5 defense because he's the Oathkeeper.
Oathkeeper. Yeah, but all I'm doing is setting myself up to be taken by anybody, and that doesn't.
Right.
I mean, yeah, and you only have 4 war bins, so you only roll 4 dice. I guess if you muster, you hit 6.
Yeah, no. Oh, that hurt.
I mean, I guess depends on what you're. Would you take the Darkest Secret, or would you take?
No, it would be the People's Cause.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, if I recover it back. Well, okay, to recover, it would be 5 coins.
It would.
Oh, that I can do. Okay. Spend 2 to move here. Spend 2 there. Gets me a book. That's a trade
Why is it 2?
because I'm trading.
Oh, right.
And then this, which will get me those 4.
Yep.
I will spend,
And then you recover.
1 to recover it.
yep, 1 to recover it, which is 5.
So you're putting 5 on.
And what happened to the 4 that are on there? Oh, right, yeah.
They go clockwise, right?
Well, he
He
picks
picks where it starts.
one
Right.
of yeah. Oh,
Yeah, here you go. Okay, here. Put the old in the favor banks one by one, starting with any suit.
Yeah.
Okay. There you
Okay.
Starting with order or hearth.
Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, there, and there. Okay. So I have 1. I can't muster because I don't have any. Oh. But if it becomes my turn, so hopefully that's my last turn, but probably somebody is going to stop me. But so I can't muster. I can't trade. I can't recover. Theoretically, I can't trade. I'm done. So 10 and 1, because there's. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I have no book, which I get that back at the end,
Sure.
but I have nothing to, and these will go back to Arcane. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I have. Done. All right. I tried.
I mean, assuming I'm still holding the Darkest Secret at the end of this turn, I
You do have a
1 in 3 chance.
1 in 3 chance.
I literally did everything I could on
Yeah,
that. I
no,
think.
that roll was
27. I had a defense of 27.
It's a high number.
Apparently, 1 below 28, though.
Yep.
Well, I didn't expect to have another turn, so give me a minute.
Well, I assume you're going to do the thing to maybe if this doesn't happen this turn.
Yeah, right. I think I have to set myself up for.
Where is that vision?
It's in there.
It's got to be. It's
Oh, it's in there.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah. He looked at it. It's the. It's the.
Oh, it's a. Oh,
It's the
so-
one that Alyssa wants
Right,
now because it actually does work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And Joseph says that roll actually threatened to shake my feelings about the game, but to be fair, Ken spent an enormous amount of time and resource building up those
Yeah,
forces
yeah.
for the opportunity to get lucky, and
Right.
you did. You got insanely lucky
Yes.
on that roll. Somebody do the math on that,
Yeah,
please.
I think there's a couple of good like.
It'll, that's
charts
a lot
out
of math.
there.
I'll do it at home.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, report back.
Yes.
Okay, and leave a comment in the after.
So I
It's really
transformed
hard to
the
get
search.
think about expected value with the blue dice because there's such a high variance.
Right, and exponential,
Yeah.
almost right with
Yeah.
the multiplier. And I rolled.
Well, yeah.
That's insane. What is that?
Vision of Conquest.
Most sites,
Most sites,
And
Which
you
does go there,
Here. Yeah.
which you currently have.
which I currently have.
So you do.
Can you attack the Darkest Secret? You can. Just,
Oops, sorry.
you're good. And it's 1 die per secret that's on the Darkest Secret, plus 1 for the Oathkeeper, which would be 5.
Why did I go to the Drowned City? And of course, you empty out Arcane, which is.
Oh boy, that was rough, man.
Any,
Is there
I'm
anything
gonna
else?
feel that for a while.
That was
Even if I win, I'm gonna feel it. Like that was.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do about it now. It's not like I can come back and somehow magically get the banner.
Right.
I'm gonna burn this book.
A secret. Let's be clear, not burning a book. Okay. Yeah, oh, and moving them over.
Move
Right.
them to Hearth.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and that's your turn.
Yep.
And you get how much supply?
7.
And book comes back.
Thank you.
Anything else out there? That was not the 5th.
Oh, it was.
It was the 5th.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
good. All right.
So, trying to get the Darkest Secret is I'd spend 4 to get out there, and then I'd have to roll how many dice? Would you get 5 dice?
5 dice.
He would get 5 and nothing else. The end, just 5.
You know what
Right.
you could get, though, is the people's favor. Just saying. Might give you the opportunity to win next turn.
But he has more war bands.
I do have a base of 4.
That would be you would get to roll how much?
5 dice.
5 plus 4.
And a base of 4.
Oh, plus 4.
Yeah.
So you have a plus of 0.
I'm plus of 0, it's true. But I have more dice.
1.
So
No,
4.
you don't. You have the same
5.
amount of dice.
I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, 5. Well, muster is just 1, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Could I stop somewhere along the way so I could move here, muster, and then move again, muster, and then campaign is 2, so I
campaign's
can.
2.
No, so I'm only able to muster once.
Now, Ken would have gotten an extra die for the planes. Or maybe there was a defense. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do I just do that? Try to go up the. So I'd only have 3 people, 3 dice. That's.
Seems suicidal, but it's. I
I mean, what else am I going to do? Right?
Okay. So let's look at this. Okay.
Yeah.
You have 2 blanks, a single, a double,
Another single.
a single, and a
Yeah.
multiplier.
I mean, they're. Yeah.
Well, here's my question for you. As an exile, there's really nothing you can do other than try and win, or try and
Right.
stop an exile from winning. I guess that's really all he can do in this position.
right.
Because realistically, one of the 3 of us
Yeah.
is going to win.
Yeah.
Shrey either shoots his shot or king or queen makes,
mean,
as
of
it were,
course-
right? Tries
If Shrey successfully takes...
the darkest secret.
Yeah. Well, actually, so if you, let's say you took the Cup of Plenty.
Right. That would get me to 3, which is enough.
He would then satisfy
Right.
his vision.
Right.
You are correct. You're right, because that would
That
take
makes
1
more
away,
sense.
and that
Yeah.
actually is way easier
yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out.
There you go. I mean,
yeah.
this is our job, right?
Yeah.
As streaming this.
Yeah.
Right, and then you just need the dice to not roll.
And then
Ken needs to stop Edward, and then Edward needs to stop me.
you.
And then Alyssa tries to stop you.
Oh,
right.
boy.
That's how this works,
Yeah.
right? And we have the roll.
All right. So let me just do that. So I will fly over there.
So that's 4 supply. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Muster.
Yep.
Actually, do I want muster and put that in blue, or do I want to? Yeah, that's as good as anything else.
Okay. So grab your 2 war bands.
Yep. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Muster and then campaign.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll 3.
I'm rolling 3.
All right, and I'm gonna roll 3.
Okay, so 3 and 3. A moment. And the battle is, we'll do it here in the provinces for y'all. So defense, go for it. That literally is 0. Oh, my bad. And,
One of you guys dies.
yep, but you succeed.
Yep. So there you go.
And there you go.
You're currently fulfilling your vision.
No, that's surprising. Spend no supply if you're trading with a card that matches any for that one. That's a nice one. All right, and that's the end of my turn. I have 9, 11, so I go to there.
Good call.
And
And-
over here,
all right.
and a 5 or 6 wins it.
This has been. Oh yeah.
I am still holding the
Yeah,
darkest
that's
secret.
what I'm saying. Yeah, so provinces do it there. 5 or 6 wins it,
Come on.
and I'll
come on.
throw up. God! Glory to Rome!
Wow. That's.
Yeah, Glory Room there too. That was ridiculous.
God. All right. Well, there you go.
Wow.
That's so gross. So what would you have done on this turn?
I would have tried to muster twice and then campaign.
So muster 1, move 2,
That's 3, right?
but you have to have
then
you only have
I'd
1 coin
I'd have to trade,
on one of these.
but then I couldn't muster again.
But there's
Yeah.
no money in that bet that you trade on this one,
yeah.
and then you'd have two
Two.
warbands.
2 against my 5.
Yeah, no chance of me actually being able to
I
do it, I
mean,
think.
there's a chance. It's low.
So likely I win if you don't roll a 5 or a 6 there.
That's right.
That hurts. Okay, so that's it. Yep.
Okay. Now we do our end of... Man, this is going to be one ugly kingdom next time, because I don't think I can build an edifice.
Oh, and
Okay.
the edifice gets
all right. Here,
flipped,
grab
right?
the playbook. I believe it's in there, or is
Yeah,
it
no,
in
it's in
this?
the back-
It's
in the
in
back of
this.
that,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Writing the Chronicle. Is that it?
It's
Right.
the right in the Chronicle section.
Oh, I'm going to be so angry the rest of the day. So bitter. All right. So at the end of play, the winning performer, the winner performs these steps in order. Monkey. All right. If you won with a vision alone, you didn't. If you won in any other way, or won in multiple ways, choose any goal reference except the one used in the current game. Thank God this thing goes away. Burn it.
Not a fan of that one? Okay. So,
And Frederick's right. I took a risk by delaying an extra turn. Because I should have won last turn.
so supremacy, rule the most sites. That doesn't seem like a good idea for my next time.
What are the other 2? Go ahead.
Yeah, protection is banners and relics. And Oath Keeper of the People holds the people's favor. Let's try it.
People's favor.
Yeah.
All right, that's the one that's
That goes
in.
in
That's
box.
the one that's going to be in.
Grab the world book. All right. World box, sorry. If you are in exile, flip all citizen boards, even in the box, to their exile side. There are none. Then you may offer citizenship to any exiles except those whose boards... What?
He's not Exile, so.
Fair, we could skip all that. Right, okay, never mind. So we go down to clean up map. So perform these steps in order. If you are the Chancellor or citizen, you may build or repair one edifice. At any site you rule with no edifice, replace any denizen card with the intact edifice card of the matching suit from the archive, returning the replaced denizen to the world deck. Or at any site you rule, you may flip one edifice card from its ruined side to its intact side. So there is none.
There will not be doing
I
that
only
because
roll one
it's-
site.
And it's a zero.
And it's a 0, so you will not be doing that. Okay.
Yep.
Now, discard all sites on the map, except sites that you rule or have any intact edifices.
Yeah.
So both of those 2 will stay.
Oh.
Okay? And shuffle them into the site deck.
Yep.
So
Site deck's over here, I think.
Okay. Oh, we're going to keep the campaign going. Don't worry. I refuse to stop it on that. Refuse. I'm so bitter.
Those go. Can you put
I
those
would
up
be
in the
too.
window?
Here's the thing. Y'all know me.
They
I
just
don't
go
get
in here, right?
Those go there.
Yeah.
I don't get upset at losing games. Y'all know that.
No.
I'm bitter right now. I'm pretty steamed about
leave a bad
this.
taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
I think if I were you.
At each discarded site, discard denizen cards to any discard pile, return the relic cards there to the relic deck, and return ruined edifice cards to the archive. So that's what they just did. Flip any intact edifices at sites you do not rule to their ruined side, no suit.
So is it the same action or is it different?
So-
Actually,
Yeah.
it's more expensive.
Hold on. And discard all denizen cards at sites where you flipped an
Very different
edifice.
action.
Discard the denizen.
Discard this? Okay.
Yes.
It's a different site. The new action is swap up to 5 denizens from the top of the discard pile, skipping visions, with random cards from the dispossessed. So instead of the draw action, that's at any time, you can swap 5 cards from the top of the cradle with dispossessed.
Just not visions, obviously.
But it's expensive.
But it's
Right.
expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Set aside any sites with ruins and their attached ruin, relic, or da-da-da-da. Okay. No, don't worry about that. Remove all of the pawns, favor, secrets, and warbands from the map. Fill empty site slots by moving sites along, but
Yep,
we
yep.
don't need to. Okay. Along with their attached. Okay. Fill empty cradle. We don't need to do that. Then by moving in province. Right. Okay. Fill empty provinces top to bottom by pushing province sites up. Then by moving the hinterland. Right.
And then this one.
Well, hold on.
Right.
Fill. Hold on. Fill empty province slots. Okay. Fill empty slots with face-down sites from the site deck. In each region with no face-up sites, flip the top site. So you go top to bottom.
Yeah.
And
So that one's
might as
face
well
up.
just flip this one up.
Yeah. All right. So there's the deep woods, just to twist the knife, and then this one can get flipped up. The rocky coast. No.
Oh, sorry.
Shuffle it.
So if I
Yeah.
can,
Okay.
in these two
Face
face
down.
down.
There we go. Okay. So that's done. Now, add 6 cards to the world deck. Find the most common suit in your advisors. There are none. Oh, in your advisors.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
tied.
hold on.
So it's-
You choose among tied suits, so Discord or Arcane.
Yep. I think I'll go with Arcane again.
Okay. Add 3 cards of the most common, so of your chosen. So add 3, and they're random, right? Or
I
choose.
mean, they're already shuffled, so.
Okay. So there are 3.
Put them over there.
Okay. Add 2 of the next clockwise, which will be order.
Okay.
Add 2 order. And then add 1 of hearth. Okay. So it's
Yep.
here. It just goes
Yeah.
that
Yep.
order. Okay. The archive does have all of that. We don't need. We can skip the rest of that. Next, remove 6 cards to the dispossessed. Set aside all 5 visions, including the conspiracy. Oh, here. Mine should go in there.
Vision. 3.
There should be none here.
Yeah.
Or 4,
The conspiracy's somewhere, right?
and it's not going to
No,
be in
I
this.
just threw it away.
Oh.
Okay,
oh, right.
so it's in
where's
that.
the where's
it's
the
got,
last
it's got to
one?
be in what Alyssa has.
Oh, right. It was the Darkest
Yeah,
Secret.
so that's the world deck here.
And so these, I think, go back to the
Hold
world
on,
deck.
don't do it.
Oh, all right.
Hold on, just wait. Okay, there.
So now we need 6 of these to be dispossessed.
Okay, so shuffle together, and these
Nope, that's the world deck.
of the discard piles. You're right.
Yep.
On the map, and all the advisors of the losing players. Take 6 cards from that stack at random. Place them in the dispossessed without looking at them. 3, 4, 5, 6 into the dispossessed. Done. Put the Grand Scepter in the world box.
Wait, were we supposed to add those 6 into the...
Yeah, those go into the dispossessed.
No, they
is what
continue,
they're-
they continue to
right.
be dispossessed.
But
yeah.
these 6? Are we supposed to... put
They,
those-
they'll come into the world deck
They
when we
go to the
rebuild the
world
world
deck,
deck.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Grand Scepter.
Grand Scepter in the world box.
Okay.
Everything else, all of ours, go into the relic deck. All the losing players. Shuffle the relic deck. It didn't
This
say
stays-
anything about that. Did it say to clean up the reliquary? I did not see.
No, I think Ken will shuffle all the... Wait, where's your relic that you still had?
I did.
That was the Grand Scepter. He
Yeah.
did,
Oh, you
that was
just
the
had the
only
Grand
one.
Scepter?
He, yeah.
Straight
Took the...
campaign against that one.
All right. At each face-up site that has fewer relic cards than number of are there any?
This one and this one.
Oh, hold on. Standing Stone should be at the bottom of the hinterland, and Drowned City should be at the top of the cradle because there's an edifice that got ruined. Did we miss a step?
Yeah.
So these will flip?
So this... Deep... I mean, theoretically, deep
Yeah, that's-
woods, but this is fine.
Yeah.
And then bottom of the.
And then this would come here.
All right. Yeah, I think I remember something like that.
Oh, right here. It's a sentence I missed. Set aside any sites with ruins after we ruin that one, and their attached ruin and relic cards ordered from the top of the cradle to the bottom of the hinterlands. So, right, that would have gone to the last spot, so
Yep.
to speak. There we go. Correct. Yep, there we go. Good call. Okay, now, at each face-up site that has fewer relic cards than the R's, draw and place
one over there
face-down
also.
relics.
One here, one here, one there.
There and one, yep. Okay. Shuffle together the relics held by the winner and in the reliquary and stack them on top.
Right.
So those 4 just get shuffled.
Just shuffled again.
Right, because, I mean, it just
That's
depends
it.
on
It's
the
just
order.
those
It's going to be the
4,
same 4 that say in the reliquary.
Right, just
but-
the order of them is different. Right, there we go. Stack any cards at each site on its site card. So like that there, and that there.
Yep.
Okay. Then stack the sites with their cards so the bottom hinterland site is at the bottom. So it goes there, 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 there. Do the same. And then that on top of that on top of that.
Yep.
Put the players' boards in a box, keeping them on their current exile or citizen. We're all exiles.
Yep.
And then rebuild the world deck. Shuffle all denizen cards remaining in play into a stack.
You
They're
want to
in front of you.
While
In
you're
front of
doing, while you're
yeah.
doing the world.
And where are the
Can I
visions?
shuffle?
Oh, sure.
The vision's right
I think
here.
we put
Okay.
the banners in here too, just for ease of
Yeah.
keeping.
Oh, I'm so good.
I would be too.
Oh,
Do you really want to know what the probability was?
yeah.
Okay.
I really, really do want to know what the probability of that was.
Well, probability
100% apparently.
before you rolled 27?
I'll do both. I'll do
Yeah.
both. What's
Or
the probability of
after
you getting 28?
27.
What's the probability of him getting 27?
Yeah.
Right. And then, yeah, of him being able to
And
beat
just
me.
and
Yeah.
just you generally and you winning generally.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, then we take 10 off the deck and add 2 of the visions. And then the other, and then
Cut.
15
All right, 10 off the deck.
to the left. You're right.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go and shuffle those.
All right, and then
15.
15 into there.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. Okay.
And then that,
This is the
those go
bottom?
on top. Yeah, there you go. And then these first, then
Yep.
those. And then we're ready to start again. Bitter. So bitter.
Is that buck?
Thank you.
Yeah, you had a good plan that time.
Yeah, once I drew that, I was like, okay, this
Build
is
up,
what I'm
build
going
up,
for. Yeah,
build up.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
totally, yeah. All right, so, good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just waiting on you.
Should be good.
There we go. There, and that, and this, we can put it in a world box, or we could just do
This
it.
is that goes in the world deck
There we
section
go.
there.
All right. So, we'll start with the winner.
Yeah.
Ken, thoughts on the game?
I mean, I love that it was a completely different game in terms of the actions people were taking and what was happening.
Yep.
I didn't find, like, given how everything was set up, I didn't find like my own stuff very compelling because I was really just trying to turtle.
Yeah, to hunker down. Sure.
Yeah. So that wasn't that interesting. But all the stuff you guys were doing was interesting. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the conspiracy is really hard to use.
It is. It's a difficult one to make work, but man.
And because it's so powerful, right? I wish I had thought more carefully about that because I might have been able to use that.
Easier, right.
That would have felt a little better than just outrolling you. But it was good. I mean, I am not disappointed with our second sort of official play.
Right.
Yeah. So
How about y'all?
Yeah, no, it's still a game I'm sort of figuring out how to like work towards an actual victory, which is fine. I'm enjoying it. It's certainly not a game that's going to be like I doubt I'm going to want to play this much beyond
The campaign that we do,
single
right.
campaign. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I I did enjoy this game more than the first because of the fact that it was different and that it was I was trying to like our goals were not so focused on dominating the map.
Right.
Or like
Yeah, there was very little campaigning
yeah.
overall, at least
Really, the
up
campaigning
until
was sort of, like, right
yeah.
at the end, and it was
Yeah.
more like tactical. What's going to happen next time? Kind
Right.
of stuff.
And mine was simply to just add more defense.
Totally.
Basically, is all that was. So I was offensive to be defensive,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah, and then so I got the not the people's favor, the relics and banner vision, and that was that was good. I got it early enough that it gave me some direction and started working towards it. I wish I had some way to get more money to be able to make that move faster, but I felt like we didn't see a ton of money cards out there.
There weren't a lot this game.
So-
We saw a lot of different ones. Saw some of the same, but I thought there was a decent mix in that regard.
Alchemist continues to be
A beast.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
But maybe it's gone.
Yeah.
And that scares me. That scares me, not gonna lie.
Possibly.
Like, yeah.
Possibly gone.
Yeah, I mean, I found this game actually more frustrating than last time because I never drew a vision. So
Right.
getting the Darkest
Yep.
Secret was impossible from fairly early on.
Yeah.
And I just could not draw a vision. I think I searched 3 times in the world deck and didn't get a vision, any of them. And
Again, unlikely to happen
unlikely,
again,
but,
right?
But it was frustrating. So I sort of felt like I really didn't have a direction. I was just trying to set myself up for something if something came up, and then something did come up, and I was able to, I had my vision done, but 3 other people had their vision done too, and it was just a matter of whether to get back to me.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
have that be the only like the last turn of the game of
Yeah.
your last turn.
My last turn is when I got the vision.
Yeah, which
Right.
so the entire rest of
the game I didn't really have a goal in
Right.
mind.
So something I was just thinking about was I think we ought to randomize turn order. Seating arrangements.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to sit here for running the stream and everything.
Right.
But I think because as it is right now, I just realized that Shrey will always go last.
Yeah.
And I think that shouldn't be.
Right.
Yeah, because it does I'm watching,
agree.
I'm watching that get searched at the beginning of the game. I'm like, I want to search everything,
Right,
but
but
it gets so much more expensive for me.
Agree. So I think so. How do we randomize it? Just like low to high, roll a die, and go from there.
Yeah. Or yeah, I mean, you could drop them in order, and then we know you're starting here.
Right.
And then just go in
Yeah.
that order, right?
Go for it. There you go. I think this is important to be able to do this so everybody, right? So we know. So there's 1. So we're going in 6. So it looks like you two are going to swap spaces. So
1.
He's going first no matter what, though. He shouldn't be rolling
Yeah.
because he's Chancellor.
Okay. So it's me.
So you 2 roll.
Okay. Hold on. That was a terrible roll. Hold on. 3. 1.
So it'll be
Okay.
So just Shrey and I switch.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So
makes sense.
I think that will change things up
A little
a
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be the seating arrangement for next. So yeah, you two switch sides, and we'll keep the same colors. Real quick for citizenry, nobody was a citizen, so the 3 of us
There's no
will
choice.
stay
Yeah, we're all
exiles,
exiles.
Yeah.
and we just do it from there. Okay.
Yeah. I'll happily offer some of you guys citizenship at the start of the next game, if you're interested.
So we'll see how it goes. I mean, obviously, I was frustrated at that, right? That felt really. But I ran a risk because I waited an extra
You did.
turn.
You did. Set yourself up to make it the hardest campaign possible for
Anybody for
me.
yeah, right? Because you
Yeah,
had
but
that.
I mean, it wasn't much of a risk, though, right? It's 5 out of 6, you're fine.
Oh, probably more at it than that, but yeah.
Oh, 5 out of 6 on the die roll.
On this die roll, it was 5 out of 6, you were fine.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the following turn, I'm 66% that you don't roll that and you're not going to be able to get it back again. So I feel like I made the right decision in that. Just horribly unlucky.
Is it going to change your behavior in future games? Will you bring that out earlier, or?
No, because y'all know me. I like
Right, you
poker. I like
poker,
math.
right,
And the EV of that was way right.
Yeah.
At least I think it was. Like, it felt like it was the right decision.
In my head, I was guessing I had maybe a 25% chance.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Right, yeah.
I will go home and figure it out.
But yeah, I'm definitely compelled for that. Hi, Jess. All right. Yeah, and that's the thing. I struggled trying to describe this game.
Yeah.
What Oath is like when talking about it in the last podcast with Martin. It feels like a co-early game, but it requires you to have knowledge of what that means, but it very much does. And it's not a hard game rules-wise. It's really not, right? Mechanically, what you can do is simple. It's easy to lose sight of things, like what Shrey, he was so focused on getting the darkest secret, whereas, oh wait, I can just grab this other relic and way simpler, right?
Right.
And so and sometimes I think all three of us have run into situations where we're like, what the hell am I supposed to do now?
Yeah.
Right? How do I do? So
Me
it can't.
too. Yeah.
You have as well? Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was that one turn where I was like, I guess I'll do these relatively unimportant things.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, you had 3 turns where all you did was move up, trade, move back.
Right, and
Yeah,
turtle, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the rules. So I reread them this morning, and since we hadn't played in a while, I do find that they for me they come across a little hard to understand, especially stuff like the campaigning, which is probably the most complicated part of the game.
Yeah, fair.
Like figuring out, okay, how many dice? How do I allocate these dice? I think it would benefit from
Repeated plays in a shorter period of time.
Yeah, we will. The more plays will solidify that. But I think the rule book probably would help. Would be aided by examples. I don't think there's very few, if there are any in the rule book.
Well, I think that's what the playbook is for.
The playbook has the whole walkthrough.
But the examples are limited there.
Yeah.
Right, because they're set up based on this exact situation,
Exactly.
right? And,
Exactly.
Right.
And because of the way the game works, because every card has a rule breaker on it, they're just going to be edge cases.
Sure.
Yeah.
So.
And we ran into one with the burning horse or
Brass horse.
brass horse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so to be fair, bitter, angry, irritated, loved it. So
Yeah, I hear that.
I feel like I had it stolen from me though. and Joseph's like, yeah, the difference, unfortunately, is that the EV evens out over hundreds or hundreds of thousands of poker hands. In my case, literal millions I've played. And here, a dozen plays at most? It's not going to even out. But it still felt more likely. But yeah, anyway. Oh, and hold on. So what was that for? Don't get trapped into drawing for the right card. Here we go. So M. Alexander says, regarding Shrey, I'm not sure, could be wrong and didn't catch a whole game, but I think he might be a bit over-focused on searching. Cards are important in Oath. It's misleading to think that you're going to need the right card or the right combo of cards for a favor or secrets engine. When you do that, you fall into a trap where you spent too much of the game searching for that one card. Put another way, there are perfectly viable strategies where you actually have no advisors. I really didn't have one until I got one, right?
Yeah.
And the first game we played, I had no advisors the entire game, I think. So, yeah. So, or spam the searching to be able to get a vision to give you a goal, that type thing. But yeah, overall, I really, really like this.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
And if all goes well, we should be able to get back together within 2 weeks.
Yeah, hope so.
For this,
hope so.
I think so, hopefully. So, fingers crossed. So, there you go. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us today. That was a cool way to spend the Tropical Storm Sunday here in the Boston area.
Oh yeah, hopefully the cars are all still there and didn't float away or anything.
It didn't sound really rainy out there. It hasn't, so that's good. But anyway, I'm Edward.
Alyssa.
Shrey.
Ken?
All right, be kind to one another. We'll see you all very soon. I'll be back tomorrow with the weekly look ahead. Liz Davidson and I are recording a podcast soon tomorrow. And then on Tuesday, we are playing Quebec again. because we wanted to. We played it yesterday, had a blast playing it. We're like, we're going to play that Tuesday. So there you go. So look for that next week. Abbreviated week because we're going camping. So take care, everybody. Be kind to one another. Like, subscribe, support the show. Patreon.com/HCHQ. Other than that, have a great rest Sunday. Go Reds. Take care. I am so bitter. Oh, I am so pissed.
Nice. Especially after that big roll you had, right?
I was like, 27. There's no chance.
Yeah.
This game
Double,
is
double, double.
very. The attacker gets a pretty big advantage
Yeah.
because you get to roll a bunch of dice and then you can kill a bunch of guys to add to that.
To add to it, yeah.
Although I will say, like, it did not feel good to have 0 dudes on my board.
I bet it
Well,
did.
yes.
Did not feel good. Didn't enjoy that part.